scared the crap out of me. Looked like it was a cricket. Okay, so, ooh, I'm not sure if it's gonna rain this morning or not. I don't see any clouds. But yesterday, when I came out, there was no clouds. I went in to grab everything, came back out, and then I saw the clouds. And I was like, okay, that happened fast. And then while I said, well, maybe it'll just bypass, or maybe, it'll be a while. It had gotten dark so quickly. And then it started to storm. Now check this out. As soon as I went inside, which I went right inside, it stopped raining. So I was thinking, okay, it's probably going to be on and off all day. No, it stopped raining. It never came back. But because it was already noon when I came out, I was like, okay, I'm going to come out in the evening. But what had happened was God, right? God himself or herself had realized that my husband bought some insect repellent things from the Dollar Tree. I didn't bring them. Let me go get it. Y'all give me a second, okay? Because it's going to be important. Hold up. Okay. Okay, this is important because this is very important because you might be in a Dollar Tree and you're going to think to yourself, oh, check it. We're a family that go camping, you go fishing, your children, you're taking them to the beach. You're just outdoorsy, right? And you think you see these in the Dollar Tree. Now, I didn't know he picked these up, but he did. He got these from Dollar Tree. And yesterday when I was coming out, he said, oh, check out these, right? Because I spray myself with the insect repellent because these mosquitoes are big. They look like tigers. Okay, they got these little stripes. They so big you can see the stripes on them. And they fly in front of me, like even right now. I've seen two of them so far. It may have been the same one, but I didn't swing at him. But I said next time he come in front of me, I'm going to swing at him. Now check it out. So Hubby bought these and he said, hey, I got something for you. Here you go. And he opened it up, right, all fancy. And he took these little tiny little things like this. Look at, okay? And I was like, oh, it smells pretty decent. Look how small they are. Okay? And then it smells okay. So he wiped it all over me. But I was like, hey, babe, it kind of dry. Like, how many of these we need? And he said, I don't know. And I said, okay. So we put it all over my body. I said, hey, you got to put it on my butt, too, because they like to bite my butt, right? My butt is the biggest thing on me. So, I have... And then I came out. My first time using them was yesterday. And I came out here, and that's when it rained. The video was only like 4 minutes long. And so that means I was out here only for 5 minutes. And then I go inside, and I'm itching everywhere. And I have red marks everywhere, like all on my legs, all on my arms. They always bite me on my finger for some reason. They always catch in my hand, maybe because I forget to spray my hands, my fingers. And please do not trust this. Do not trust this. It says it repels mosquitoes. I don't know exactly what that means. Okay. Maybe they're using words that I don't know. Don't trust it for your family. Please don't trust this. Okay. Hey, Jasmine, how you doing? How's everybody doing? I hope y'all doing good. Okay, cool. Okay. Somebody's up in here talking about sex and things. We could talk about sex on late night. Okay. It's too early to be talking about that right now, Jasmine. You horny. You horny little toad. You. Okay. Nothing wrong with being horny. What's going on? TMKC, how you doing, sis? Yeah, Jasmine in here, horny as can be, baby. Girl, all you gotta do is go outside. Penis will follow you. See, something told me not to put made for kids. Like, because I'm talking about gardening, I figured I could put made for kids. But then I said, well, no, if I do that, they're going to have some people come in. They're going to ruin the chat. And and then I cuss every once in a while. Y'all know that already. So I was like, okay, nah, let me let it go. But anyway, check it out. There's a few things I'm going to do today that I wanted to do yesterday. And the main one is I'm going to self-pollinate my um, cucumber plant. And I showed y'all why yesterday, but you may have missed it, so I'm gonna show you again today. I staked some of my things, and I purchased this, so I'm gonna use some of this to get it to stand up straight, and I'm gonna show you why. And I'm also have some more seeds, so we're gonna talk about the seeds right now. Okay, let's talk about that. So once I get dirty, once I put on the gloves, oh snap! I dropped my earbuds right in some water. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Those things are expensive, and I don't buy them. My sons always give me that kind of stuff for my birthday or Christmas. Anyway, here y'all, I have a lot of seeds. I'm not the best seed. Put them in a certain order. I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay. Um, it is what it is. It's not gonna be in no perfect order, and we just gonna go. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Most of my seeds come from Dollar Tree. Most, not all. And I'm starting to want to order seeds from online because I'm hearing about different varieties, right? And they don't really give you that variety at the Dollar Tree like that. Okay? So next year I'm going to do a lot better. I'm going to start ordering seeds from online. But let's take a look. I do recommend going to Dollar Tree. 4 for $1.25. But then they have some that's 2 for $1.25, like these. These are 2 for $1.25. These 4 for $1.25. What's the difference? It looks like the name brand. Okay. So I am going to be planting some lima beans because it's late, but that'll work. It's too early for peas. Peas like cold. Okay. It's too early. Beans is great. So I already have some pinto beans growing out there. Okay. So we're going to hurry up and do some separating of what I can grow now. And then we're going to go through what's too late. I do want to put some lavender out. That's going to help with the mosquitoes. These are beans. What kind? I have no idea because I cut it off. Okay. So I'm going to kind of separate some things. And then we're going to talk about it just so you can kind of know. Okay. Give you some ideas. Because some things I'm going to be growing next month in August. And some things I have to grow if I want to grow it. This is the last month to grow it from seed, okay? I'm going to do this today. I'm going to do this today too. Let me put that there. I have some okra seeds still left. Okay. Now, we're going to go quickly through. I am growing a lot of melons, cucumbers, and tomatoes of different varieties. Peppers. Okay, that's what my focus was on. And I'm trying some beans, okay, which I should grab some beans from indoors. I'm going to show you how to do that. You don't have to buy seeds when you buy beans. You can actually use a bean, okay? Okay, so these are black-eyed peas, okay? They call them cow peas. Cow peas. So, these I'm going to wait off for. Now, okra, I have a lot of okra growing. I have different varieties of okra growing. I'm going to put these cow peas to the side as well. Basil, you could grow at any time because you could grow this indoors. I'm going to put that. And I'm growing some peppermint. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about peppermint. They got spearmint, chocolate peppermint, pineapple peppermint. They have different flavors of peppermint. I just have peppermint. But I do want the other ones. But I'm going to put that there. Okay, so what I need to deal with today. If I want to grow some more watermelon, I absolutely need to do that today. Okay. no later than like right now, like soon as possible. Even though I have some watermelon growing already. And the thing about watermelon is watermelon grows a vine, y'all, and it grows and it will take over your yard. So you have to watch it, and it will grow you some nice watermelons. Now the thing is, you want a variety. If depending on where you live and your time frame, you want a variety that doesn't take that long. This variety takes anywhere from 68 days to 86 days. Okay, that's important for you to know. Days to maturity means from the day you grow the seed all the way until you go and grab the watermelon. Okay, that's what's important for you to know. There's another thing you need to know is because you can base it on my time frame because we live in different areas, different climates, right? So I'm in zone 7B. Yeah, 7B. Okay. If you don't know what zone you're in, just ask Google. Say, hey Siri, and ask it what zone are you in, and it'll let you know. Okay. Why is that important? It is important. Once you know what zone you're in, you then find out what, how many days to your first frost, right? Because we already lost the last frost, right? Day of your frost is your first, and what that means is when it's gonna get so cold that it may kill plants. Okay, and based on that is when you can know what you can grow. Lots of people, like when you're a beginner gardener, you may think, okay, I can only start growing, because if you look at YouTube, they'll tell you grow now, grow now. Even when you go to websites, they'll say, okay, you need to grow this in April or May. But what they mean is that's when you can start growing. That's when you can put it in the ground for the first time. But it doesn't mean that that's the only time you could put it in the ground. You see what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of things that you grow in the beginning of the summer that you're going to want to grow some more. You're going to want to start putting some more things. It's called succession growing. Like you grow from seed. I may put some watermelon in seed today. Let's say if it was April. And then in May, I might put some more in seeds in and start them growing. So I can have watermelon growing all summer. You see what I'm saying? So just because it says that the great time for you in your area to grow watermelon, like here, some of them do give you that information, like this back of this packet. See, they'll show you, and based on where your state is. See, I'm in this green area, and that is over here is 7A. No, 7B, I'm sorry. And I'm not sure if the 7B might be on the other side over there. I have no idea. Okay? So I don't know that too much of that. But what I do know is that I'm in 7A. I'm here in Delaware. Okay? That includes like Tennessee and just things below me, okay? But you can look online, it'll tell you where you are. And you see how it says in this green zone, it says, whatever this is, we're going to see what it is, that's good for me to grow between March and July. That's good. See, because I can grow. That means in between those months is when I can put this in the ground from a seed and grow it. We are in July. That means this month is the last month that I could put this in the ground and be able to get a harvest. So that means anywhere between those months. Now, that's not necessarily true this year because some of these things don't like frost, and it didn't warm up. It still was dipping down into the 40s all the way into like June. I think we dipped down at night in the 40s. The last day we did that was June, somewhere in June, which was shocking, okay? Because wow. But the weather has been crazy. So you do have to pay attention to the weather in your area. But this, because it's a hot pepper, it takes 60 to 85 days. So based on when your first frost is, just know that you have 60 to 85 days for this to grow. And the reason being hot peppers. Now let's do a sweet pepper. Sweet peppers take less I don't know if I have any sweet. I don't know if I have any sweet pepper. This is another hot pepper. It takes 73 days. This is called I don't know, a chili pepper, some type of hot chili pepper. This is a Spanish variety of a long, thin cayenne pepper. Um, anyway, I hope that I make. Oh, here goes sweet pepper. Okay, sweet peppers take 85 days. Now let me tell you the thing about 85 days when it comes to this type of pepper. People don't know it, but when you buy a green pepper, when you go in the store and you get you a green pepper, it's not sweet, first of all, and it's not even mature. It's actually not mature yet. It's not it. So you could grab these at a age and still use them, cause people do. I used to, and I didn't know why. Like I didn't know, cause I always wondered why are some of them red and some of them yellow and some of them orange and and then the green ones. The nursery would trick you. They would tell you, hey, here goes some green peppers. You could buy this green pepper, and then you have some over here that says yellow peppers, right? It'll be the same pepper. One of them might cost more than the other, or they trick you into buying two type of varieties, so they got you buying double, but really it's the same thing, because peppers, what they do, they're green. They start off green. They not ripen yet. Then they start changing colors. You know how I found that out? When I started growing them for the first time myself, I had no idea. Until I started looking at the ones on my plant, and I was like, wait a minute, why is this turning colors? And then I was like, wait a minute, what? So I left there and left it there. The longer you leave it there, and that's why the 85 days. The 85 days is going to bring you all the way until the last color. And if I'm correct, the last color is red. That's the ripest, and it's going to be the sweetest. Okay? Even when you buy them in the store, you notice when you buy them in the store, the colorful ones cost more than the green ones. Why? Because I don't know why they charge you more. Because it's the same pepper, just more ripening, right? That's what they do. It's the same pepper. Okay. Anyway, I hope I explained that. There's different type of cucumbers. I love cucumbers. Oh my God, I love someone. I love cucumbers. So I grew a lot of them. The problem is I didn't label them. When I did label them, the labeling system got messed up. But anyway, I do have some more seeds in there because I just purchased these. I couldn't find any more pepper seeds. So because I just bought this. Now tomatoes, the smaller the tomato, the less it takes. This is a red cherry, large fruited, and I have some other varieties. Beef steak takes 50 to 60 days. Now the problem, so let me tell you about the tomatoes. This is what's important about tomatoes. Tomatoes, there's two types. I think I mentioned that to y'all the other day, right? There's determinate and indeterminate tomatoes. Now, they can be the same. Like I have a steak here, and I have a beef steak here. These are the same tomatoes. It's a beef steak, right? One of them is indeterminate and one of the indeterminate. So I told y'all the other day I didn't know what the difference was. Like I kind of heard a little bit about it, but I didn't know everything about it, right? So I'm gonna show y'all my tomatoes. The determinate tomatoes are the ones it's gonna tell you how tall it's gonna get. It's only gonna get but a certain up to 4-5 feet tall, and it's gonna be putting out fruit early, which I have some that I've eaten already. Those are determinate, and you could put those in your house. You could grow them on your patio. You could do them in a container. And the reason you could do them in a container because they're determinate. They're not gonna get but so high, so tall, right? And they're gonna be putting out fruit all through the growing season. the indeterminate ones can grow anywhere from 5 feet all the way up to 8 feet and even taller. Okay, so you're not gonna want to put that in your container. Um, you might not have the space on your patio, and you're not gonna want to grow that indoors, right? So now the ones about the indeterminate ones. This is the thing about the indeterminate ones. It's gonna grow most of the season, and you're not gonna see anything on it. And then right when it gets to where it wanna be, it's gonna pop. All the fruit gonna just pop at one time, same time, and that's when you're gonna grab them off. You see, so I have some determinate ones and I have some indeterminate ones. And when you see the determinate ones, you might think, oh my God, bomb is not even doing anything. It's just growing leaves. Yes. The indeterminate ones, all it's growing right now is leaves. The determinate ones though, they have tomatoes on them already. Actually, I've eaten a few of them already. I picked I knew I picked like maybe um, 2 dozen small little tomatoes on my plant just like this week. Okay. Anyway, so y'all understand that. I hope y'all understand that. Hello, Star. How you doing? Is it Russell? Russell, how you doing? So that's what it matters, right? You need to know days to maturity. Your depending on where you are, it's gonna range in between that. I have um, my first frost when I check is November, between the second week of November and the third week of November. No, I'm sorry. First week of November and the third week of November will be my frost date. We are only in July. So July, August, September, October, November. I have 4 months. Well, let's say 3 months, okay? Because we almost out of July. I have 3 months. That's 3, 6, 90 days. 90 days is what I have to my around about my first frost date. You understand? So anything between now and 90 days, I'm safe to grow. But the closer I get to next month, the less days I have. So as the days clock down. Y'all understand that? So that's how you decide on what you can grow. Because if you follow some of the people on YouTube, they'll be like, oh, I got it. Yeah, you grow in September. And then you'll be like, well, but you may be able to grow it before the September or after September, okay? So these are the things I need to grow right this moment in July if I want to have at least another harvest of it, okay? I need to do my peppers, my tomatoes. After this month, me and tomatoes may not do very well because I have 90 days and this tomato takes 80 up to 85 days. You see that? So I'll be cutting it real close. Okay. Um, if I go from seed, now if you go and buy a seedling or a plant already from a nursery or a store, Lowe's, Home Depot, grown, you can still plant that. Okay. This is from seed. This means from seed. Okay. From seed. So those dates are cut shorter if you buy a plant that's already been planted and it's tall and things like that. Okay, got that? So let me show you what I'm growing next month though. I'm not growing these things until next month. I should have got the okra in, which I do have okra already growing. I'm not sure if I'm going to do more okra or not. I only have 80 days on this lavender. I'm going to put that around because it'll help with these mosquitoes because they around here. And okay, um, these are the things I'm not gonna grow until next month. Lettuce like cold weather, so I can start that in the seed tray next month. Okay, and by the time it cools down in like October, then it'll be big enough where I can put it outdoors, where the temperature is not going up into the hundreds. This can handle maybe 80 degrees. And like it don't like too much over 80 degrees. Okay, so and it takes 45 days. Lettuce actually don't take long at all. Like you could have, it depends on the size of the lettuce you want it to be. I have some onions, my onions and garlic. I'm not gonna put that. I'm not gonna grow that until next month. Okay. I have carrots, and carrots I'm gonna put that in the ground next month as well. It takes 75 days. Okay. I'm gonna sow it in here next month, and my bunching onions. I'll have some bunching onions down there, and they haven't started popping up. I have I have not been successful at bunching onions when I do them outdoors yet. And I think it's because I don't know what they're supposed to look like. It look like weeds when it's coming up. And I always end up pulling it up. Okay? But, so I'm going to grow that. And let's talk about, because I'm about to start getting out here and growing. It's one other thing. This basil you could grow year round because you grow it indoors in the windowsill. Or you could grow it outdoors. And it will come back. Basil I have grown all around my yard because of something I did. I explained that already in another video. Now peppermint, because I do want to grow peppermint. I want to grow spearmint, peppermint. I want the different pineapple. The only way I've seen them locally is at the nursery. I did see them, and they were $4 each. You only need one. They grow wild, okay? But I was like, nah, I'm going to wait. If it go on sale and they still have it, I'll grab it. If not, I'll grow it from seed, next year, okay? I'll grow it from seed next year. Or you could grow it indoors. You could grow peppermint indoors in the windowsill as well, okay? You have to pay attention with this stuff here because it will take over your yard, and I'm not even joking, okay? It will take over your entire yard. And it'll be hard to stop it once it starts because the way the roots grow. So grow this in a container, and it will always grow for you. When you cut some off, you don't need. Buying a whole thing of seeds is kind of crazy. It takes 80 days to grow, but you could grow it indoors. Grow it in a container. You can have a container, a cup, okay? And you could grow it indoors. You could grow it in your windowsill. You could grow it outdoors somewhere. But do not grow this in your yard unless you have something to separate it. Like if you have a raised bed garden or something like that, okay? Something that you can go in when it overruns, you can take care of it. If you put this in your yard, it will take over your yard. It will overrun your grass. You have to really be careful when you're dealing with certain things. There's something else that will run over your yard. Okay, it'll drop seeds where you thought you pulled it up, but they have seeds there, and the seeds will just pop up the next season. Be very careful at certain things, okay? But I am going to put this in a cup. Don't go and buy like things like this. I got this because, where did I get this from? I don't even know. I think I bought something a few years back. Something I purchased, and it came in these, so I keep them, right? But last year and the year before, and then I got off, and he went and bought me. It's not even enough. This is a 72 cell. That's nothing. 72 cells seems like a lot, but that's just like 2 of these. Like some of these things have 100 seeds in them. It just feel like it. Anyway, so what are we about to do? I'm out here with the mosquitoes. So I'm going to show y'all how I'm going to hand, wait a minute. Let me see what I need to do. I'm going to do some seeds, but first I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with my cucumber plant. Let's go take a look at my cucumber plant. And I have some Q-tips because I am going to self-pollinate that cucumber plant. I'm going to impregnate that cucumber plant myself. And I will show y'all why I'm going to do that. Okay. While I'm over there, let me grab some things. I'm going to put on some gloves. I need my scissors. And I need, one other thing I need. What is it? Oh, I need my scissors and I need this. Since I'm be over there, I'm going to show y'all how I'm going to take this. Okay, I'm going to grab this. This is Velcro. I decided to go with the Velcro because it seemed easier. You cut your little piece off. And let me show you what I'm going to do with it. Let's go over there. I have a plant that's not for, hold up. Okay, this is all balanced. And it wants to turn. How do I stop it from turning? There's a way to stop it from turning. Okay, see this plant? I staked it, but it's not really supported really well. I just staked it a certain way. So I'm going to kind of straighten it up. And see? And now it's more supportive, it's more straight. Okay? And that's what I'm going to do with my plants. This is a bell pepper plant. This is a bell pepper plant. They have different stages because I grew this directly in the ground maybe a couple of weeks ago. But I grew that indoors. This one started indoors, okay? So anyway, and this was indoors as well. It already has some peppers on it. Okay. It's one of those early breeders. Um, this is a pepper plant too. She was sick. Remember I told you I had some pepper plants out here and they had all them white bugs on them. And so I thought my harvest was bad. I think there's a video maybe a couple of weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago or a week ago, where I was like, oh my God, my garden is terrible. But I went and got some neem oil, like one of y'all suggested. I did the research on it. But I had pulled them up and threw them out. She's one of them. See, she's in the cup right now. Because I was like, okay, I don't want my everything in my garden to go bad. You could see the signs of the mites that were on it. It was bad. It was just looked bad. So I threw stuff away. So this one was sitting on the ground. The root's still intact, so I just put it in this cup. I unrooted them when I pulled them up. Okay. So I said, okay, if she survived, then I'll put it back in the garden. And then I set it there. Okay. Okay, now let's go and talk about this cucumber plant over here. First, let me grab my Q-tip. I'm gonna just grab this cup. The Q-tip in here. I'm also grab this, and then so I don't have to come back over here. And I hope I don't have to. I will have to come back over, but I don't want to right now. So anyway, let's just grab this. That's why it's wild up in there. When I think something is bad, I just kind of throw it down there, and then it's over, just being overgrown. Okay. See how this spotted? It was overrun with them bugs, but that go to the beans. Okay. Here is my cucumber plant. Let's put this tripod there so y'all can look at what I do. I don't want to lose this. Let me see. I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna grab a Q-tip. I'm gonna grab two just in case, so I don't have to hold this. Okay. Okay. So here's the cucumber plant, and you see the flowers, right? I have more male flowers than female flowers. Okay. How do I know what a male flower is? Well, first let me show you what a female flower look like. A female flower is usually attached to where you could tell the fruit will be. And I only saw maybe one, maybe two on this whole entire plant. That's a male. That's a male. See, this is a female. Let me show you female. See, that's going to be the cucumber. But look, the flower, she don't look good. I'm going to see if I can. The female's not looking good at all. Oh, yeah, they looking bad. I only had a couple on here. When I noticed it, I was like, oh, my God. Okay. So something's going on with my soil. But it was overrun by the mites. And maybe that affected it. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to pull this up. I'm going to uproot her and put her somewhere else. That's kind of dangerous, right? But here's where she is. This is where I planted her. And I think I'm gonna uproot her. And see if I can, maybe she's not getting enough sun a day. Last year, they did well in this area, but the trees are taller this year. So I have less sun, I guess, sunlight. The okra is getting tall. Okra will survive all kinds of stuff, so that don't mean nothing. Okay. It's a lot of rain that's been happening. See, that's a female. That's a female right there. See her? That's a female. One just fell off here. She looked just like that could be a female. Look how she fell off. So something's going on with the plant, with the females. And let me tell you, if the female don't become, pollinated, then the plant will not fruit. It will not make not one fruit. Okay? I don't know. I might uproot her and put her in the front of my house. She was growing so pretty too. She's been out here for a while though. Okay? She was sick. Because she was drying out, but apparently she survived because she was tiny. When I put her here, I was thinking, oh, she probably not gonna survive. So instead of me just throwing her to the back, I said, well, let me put her here and see. Okay, so it could be the soil in this area. It could be that she's not getting enough sun. I could give her some fertilizer. I'll show y'all how I'm a fertilizer. I need her. I need her to work because I love cucumbers. Okay. What y'all think? What y'all think I should do? Hey, doggy boy. I'm trying to see if I should uproot her or what else. Act like I can pull her up and move her. Now this part get a lot of sunlight in the evening, so this is, I don't know. My house is also blocking, right? Because it's 3 stories. These trees are larger than they were the previous years. This used to be a very fertile area. And I don't want to have, I don't know why would they grow trees right behind your house and let them just overrun? And it's my responsibility, even though I didn't plant them trees there. The HOH not going to do anything about it. They pissing me off because they letting this stuff overrun. This is my yard. This stuff, my yard is way back there. Letting it overrun. And then it's sickly. Look, the same stuff that was killing my garden is killing this stuff. Look at that stuff. That's the white mites. Okay? Mm-mm. I'm not happy about this. But I see a spider. Come on, spider, get away. No mosquitoes be tearing me. I have beans, tomatoes. I'm gonna have to prop these up, but that one's standing pretty okay because the way I staked it. But look, some of the tomatoes, they're looking good. Tomatoes. I'm gonna take the cage off and put them in another area. Okay. So let me make sure I don't step on anything because some of them are small. That's an okra. That's an okra. That's an okra. See, when they look like they're gonna be opening soon. That's a pod. You can always tell some of these things pollinate themselves, so I don't have to worry about it. That's an okra. That's an okra. I don't know what the hell that is over there. Okay, okra. This is my first time growing in this area because I had trees here. I had bushes like that one. I had several more here, and they died. They died. I just planted that last week. Just planted that last week. That, and a few things over there. That's been in about 2 weeks. But remember, these things started off in my house. So the ones that's big like this, they started in my house. Some things was out here from the beginning. Okay. She's doing well. Okay. I can see where she died off, but I'm gonna fertilize her today. It might be the soil, but I grew in this soil before. Yeah. What did I grow? What did I grow in the soil? That did very well. Cucumber. Yeah, cucumber. Okra was mainly. That could be the problem. Okra will grow anywhere. Okay. I just put this here last week. It's here less than a week. Ah! What? Oh. You scared me. Look, something's helping my pollinate. I forget what this is. Honeydew. Look at the flowers. I'm not gonna have to self-pollinate that. My potatoes. Oh, crap. Anyway, I am gonna dig her up. I just have to figure out where I'm gonna put her. I'm gonna put her. I'm gonna build this. So I created all these areas. Okay, when I moved to this neighborhood, there was none of this stuff here. And they kept putting mulch down that won't let anything grow. Okay, so I kept buying dirt and buying soil, dirt, soil. So I build everything up so I can grow. Now the problem with this, because of the way I build it, I have something underneath, fabric. And the reason I did that is because of the stuff they had growing underneath it, right? I tried to dig it up, and it was nothing but rocks the farther down I went. So I put that down, and then I put my own soil down. And it does well, right? It did very well. But with certain items, they need more, it needs more root space, which y'all can see this isn't a lot of root space. So as the plant grows, I start healing it. Okay, I purposely start putting hills, and that's why I have hills over here. as well. It made it easier for me to just put some dirt down and heal it up. It's cheaper than buying, what do they call those things? Uh, it's cheaper than buying that because you got to buy so much soil to put in those things. So you just start making your own hills. I came out here to self-pollinate the pole plant. I'm gonna have to do some research, but I am I'm gonna grab her, and I think I'm gonna put it in the front of my house. It get less sunlight because those homes start blocking. So here's the front. Let's see. It's a mess right now, y'all. It's been raining every day for a couple of weeks now, so it's really messy. But I think I'm gonna put it in a container. That might be my best bet. So here are, those are tomatoes, but those are the indeterminate tomatoes. Indeterminate tomatoes. It's just growing leaves, it's growing bigger. These are beans, which they have beans on it already. Some of these are watermelon, some of these are cucumber. I have no idea. Okay. This is tomato. See how this is a determinate tomato plant. And these are ripe, and I could take those off and eat them right now. And then they have some, so I'm gonna brace her up. Okay. And this is a pepper. Okay. And now, you see how it's cracking right there? You see that crackage? That's because of water. Too much water. So, when it cracked like that, first she probably wasn't getting enough water. Now she's getting too much water. And then I have this one. You don't have to worry too much about the leaves. Just make sure the roots are good. But it's been a lot of water coming through. That's a pepper, and I think this is a bean. And this, I know what this is. I plant things in the weirdest places when I'm testing them. It's getting less sun. It would be bigger. I dropped a seed there like over a month ago. But the bush is covering her up. I'm gonna cut this thing down. I don't like it. And then I have the things that's growing in bottles, in water. This is my yams, sweet potatoes, should I say. And that's the slips that I'm growing. It was growing indoors good. I put it outdoors. It got the mites on it. I put it indoors. And I don't know. Anyway, that's how I know, like, being in the front, it's not going to do, it doesn't get enough sunlight because of them trees. Okay. It's sunlight, but it's not getting the 8 hours some of these things are going to need. Some of these things need minimum 8 hours of sunlight. Full sunlight. I'm not happy about them trees. I want them things cut down. Or they're going to overrun the whole community. One of them fell on a house. That house over there had gotten a house to this house right here, and one right on the other side of me, and this one, where trees have fallen on them. I was lucky. It's like I'm a lucky person. I think it's my son. He's lucky. So since he lived with me, no tree has ever fell on us. But if this tree falls, it's falling right on us. If that tree falls, it's falling right on us. There's always the trees on side of us, and it's falling to the right or the left of us. That's how we know we lucky, baby. We lucky. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to leave and go take care of my business. I think I'm going to unroot her, find a new spot. I think I'm going to put it in a bucket, a container. She don't need a whole lot of space because they grow upwards and outwards. But she needs to be in a better spot. Okay? Now the sun will be here. So before I root her up this morning, what I'm going to do, I'm going to come out about 12 o'clock. And I'm going to see how much sunlight she gets. It may not be the sunlight. It may be the soil. And if it's the soil, then I'll fertilize her. Because without the female, there will be no cucumbers. Okay, so let me see if I see any. I saw one female that I could pollinate, but the rest of these are males. That's some. This is a female, right there. See, you could tell at the edge of her right there. That's a female. That's a male. Male. And the ones that I saw that were female that fell off, I don't like that. That's not a good sign. Let's see. That's a male. That's a male. That's a female, but she's not looking healthy. I showed y'all that one. I'm a pollinate. Can I? Do you think I could pollinate now? Let me look. Nah, she look bad. Okay. Let's see. She's not looking good. She's not looking good at all. Let me see. But it's growing. You see how, because it's growing healthy, it's just not growing healthy enough to get the females to do what they need to do. It's growing really well. It's long. It is grabbing on to the pole so it can go upwards, which I just put this pole here last week. She was all over there, okay? Maybe me handling her kind of affected her. I'm going to come out here and sing to her later. I'm going to sing some Justin Bieber, some Usher. We're going to get her to open her legs up so she can get pregnated, damn it. I love cucumbers. And I thought this was a cucumber plant, but it's not. And I don't know what it is. It's either watermelon. It was infected with the mites. I kind of took her and put her up there. There's no flowering on her. And I'm not surprised. To be honest, in this dirt over here, I'm not so surprised because hubby did something without my permission, without me knowing. He put all this soil down here. A lot of it was manure. A bag of manure, a bag of, and he just came out. He didn't like that it was sitting in our yard. It was neatly, but it was bagged up. And he just came out. I guess he thought he was doing something. He cut them old trees down. Then he put that shit down here. And I told him he messed up the soil. Okay? This okra will grow in anything. Okra will grow in dirt. Okay? This, on the other hand, is not doing well. There goes bugs. It was infested with those mites, though. But she's not flowering at all. Oh, look at the mites. See them? Maybe that's why because she was doing well and then she stopped. She had flowers and then that was a tentacle. But I don't know what it is, okay? It's some type of melon, I think. Because she does not look anything like that. Okay? I gotta stop. Step in here. I plant things anywhere, you know? I didn't do the best. I just kind of set little ones. I had so many. This is when I was grabbing stuff up. Just throwing it. Oh, Lordy, Lordy. I covered the little miniatures up because birds will come and eat them. Okay? Birds will eat them when they're seeds, and they will eat them when they're young seedlings. When they get a little bigger, the birds won't mess with them. Okay? So some of these things are cantaloupe, some of these things are watermelon, some of these things are various type of watermelons. And the only ones I know what is the beans and the tomatoes, okay? Kind of know the tomatoes. I know the beans. Here go the, but I don't know the different type of beans. Look at this. Because I have pinto beans growing out here. I have, look at that, something ate that because it's on the ground. That's my fault. And the water, it's really the water. That's why you gotta watch watermelon. When the melons start growing, get them off the ground. Okay, so I have a plan with my watermelon this year. As soon as I see the melon growing, I'm gonna come and prop her off the ground with crates or different things. I don't want the watermelon to grow too big. Well, actually, I don't want to grow too many of them, but I want them to grow a little sizey. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut some of them off as they grow. I'm gonna take this off of here. She's tall enough now. She was just tiny just last week. I think I'm stopping her from getting sunlight at this point. She's leggy. Look at her. She's leggy. I don't know what that is. I used to know. I knew last week what she was. This week, I don't know. Let me throw that over there. See, I cover them up when they're this small. It makes it like a, see how they got droplets on it? It make it like a greenhouse. But then I have to take them off. Don't leave them on there too long. And that's a pepper plant. And that is a red cherry. Anyway, y'all, I'm going in. Okay. I am going to be planting some seeds, and I'm going to do them in seedling tray because I want to save that cucumber plant. I need to save her. I got to figure out where I'm going to put her. I think I'm going to put her in. First, I know what I'm doing. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do with her right now is I'm going to fertilize her. Okay, wait. I make my own fertilizer, or I could buy some. I have some that I bought. Okay. I am going to show y'all. I use eggshells, old fruits and vegetables, soak them in some water. I think some of my things need some iron, so I have to find some nails so I can make a juice and give them some iron. But they look better than they was last week. But let me see. Put you here. I purchased some of this. This was because I'm doing some things hydroponically. I don't think I've shown y'all my hydroponically stuff growing because I haven't had time. But I have some things growing in water. So I bought this because it was the only thing available in the winter months. It's called All-Purpose Plant Food. It is a 232, which it gives you your calcium, your magnesium, your, let me see what this says. Oh, see, I didn't know that. Now that makes sense. That makes sense. I did read this, but I didn't pay attention to this portion here where it says it needs double the dose for vegetables and things and fruits. Okay. For regular house plants, just one. And for a large area, I might do 3 squirts. I was just doing 1. But that's when they were seedlings anyway, so that didn't matter. Okay, so here I have a gallon of water. Now that I've read that real quick. Okay, a gallon of water. What I do like about this is that it measures itself, right? I open the top and I just squeeze and watch what happens. I squeeze and see how it put it on, and no matter how long I squeezed, it just gave that dose. So that's 1 and that's 2. And I'm gonna go fertilize her. I'm gonna give her like 3 days, see if she, you put it in a gallon of water and You fertilize your plants. Okay, I'm gonna go and fertilize her a little bit. I'm gonna give her 2 days, and if she don't start doing better, I'm gonna uproot her and put her in a pot. I made some pots. What they call them, pots? I used that fabric and I sold some pots. So I'll make a couple more. Okay, I made 3 or 4 of them. I'm using 2 of them out here already. For my potatoes. I have 1 more left, but it's for potatoes. Okay, but so I'm gonna sow some today in case I want to put her in. But she's my priority right now because she's looking bad, y'all. So I'm gonna root her. I'm gonna give her all up in this area. You know, fertilize her. We need her to provide some women parts, okay? This look, this is gonna be a female. This one right here, that's a female. So she's still producing some females. The males are wide open. They ready. Okay. So what do you do to self-pollinate? I'll take the Q-tip. And rub it in the male, and then I'll go to the female and rub it in the female. Now I'll show y'all that but I don't see any females ready, open. You know, I only seen 2 females, and the one that I just found, where she's at, right here. She just coming about. Okay, there she go right there. You see how you could tell that would be a cucumber. Okay. So that's a female. And she's growing well. I'm gonna put a little more fertilizer down there by her roots. And we're gonna give her 2 days. And if she don't perk up a little bit, I'm gonna uproot her. I don't think it's the soil. This is actual soil. Like, it's a mixture of local, native soil or dirt mixed with the soil that I use, which is, maybe that is the problem. People said that soil wasn't too good, you know. What is it called? Let me see what the bag say. Miracle Grow. That could be the problem. Look at this. She was doing well. It's just too much rain. The rain just broke her all up. Oh man. Now I'm not gonna pull her all up because she's making new leaves. See that? But see this part? The rain just broke her because they're real thin. This is a long, thin cayenne pepper. And they are thin, so that's why I have some here. I think that's one right there. When they was growing indoors, see how thin they are? They was inside, they so thin, it was like, I didn't think they was going to survive, but I stuck them in there just to hope, and I put one there, and the hard rain coming down just broke all apart. So these are tomatoes. And that's one of them peppers. And that's a cherry tomato. I wanted them to be small because I like eating them that way. You see that? But I already sprayed her. They said she's not infested like she was. She was infested. They say I could go in and just smush them like that. That's gross though to me. You know? You gotta look on the other side of them. Because that's where they'll be hiding. But they're not hiding from me. They say they bold, baby. They like, we don't care about her. She ain't gonna do nothing. I'm gonna leave that there. But I think I'm gonna plant another one there. Since those 2 looking healthier than they were, I'm gonna transplant them right here. And believe it or not, this is either, it's not basil. It's either, it's just running rapid. It's my fault. I usually just pull it up. Uh, and look at that. This has got a bug on it already. And that one just not doing well. I wonder why. Oh, maybe I didn't plant it in there all the way. Okay. See how I just throw them and they end up rooting up somewhere else. My shoe almost stepped on the plant. Look at that. Shoe came off. This is my gardening shoes, y'all. I don't even put them on all the way. I slide them on my feet like these slippers. Okay, you don't need. Okay, let's see what we're gonna do. So much to do. And I have something in here I put in here the other day. Can't even remember what it is. Oh, it's a seed. And it's a cucumber, I think. I just kind of put her in there. Have her in here. See if she sprout. And if she sprout, I'll bring the water level up. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, let's get this done over here. What am I doing? I'm gonna put some seeds. Peas, cabbage. I'm gonna do basil. I'm not growing too much more. I have a lot of tomato out there already. But my cucumbers, I do want them. I love cucumbers. Okay. I could grow that until next month. Okay. So here I have, this is not really soil. It's called some type of core. I don't have any of them. They're over there when I brought that cup over there. But these little pellets, when they get wet. And I told y'all also some of this is tea grounds and just anything that's lightweight, that'll hold moisture. And then I pop a seed in, okay? So I definitely want some cucumbers. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put a row of cucumbers here. These don't have much of that core in it, unless I, what's in there, I could put it over here, like that, okay? Don't even need a lot of this, to be honest, okay? I could just pop them in the ground because they direct sow could happen, okay? But I don't see a space for them right now, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pop them in. I'm gonna just pop them in like that. I take them, and I just pop them in. Did I put one in here? No, I didn't. I could put two, or you could put one. If I put two and both of them end up popping up, I separate them when they're seedlings. Some people cut theirs. I'm not cutting. That's a waste of money. I'll separate them. And then what I'll do is plant both of them separate. Each of these will make a plant. A whole plant makes lots of cucumbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6 plants. And I have more seeds. And I do want a lot of cucumbers. This is my last month of able to really grow them. I want to really grow them. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay. It's that simple. The hardest thing for me is figuring out where I want to plant them in my yard. And it does go based on your yard, you know, shade, how much sun in certain areas. Now, let me tell you, the reason I'm concerned about the sun It's because it's so late in the season. But if I had grown these earlier in the season, I wouldn't have been worried too much. It would have just taken longer for them to with less sun. With less direct sunlight a day, we'll just have them growing, but they'll grow slower than if they have full sun for at least 8 hours a day. Okay. I'm late in the season to be growing these cucumbers, so I am worried about where I plant them. I have some more in here, but I'm not going. And so they're in there, and I'm gonna lightly cover them with some. What I have here is just some light fluffy mix. I just want them covered a little bit. I don't want it too much because I don't want it too deep. And then I'm gonna water it. It's light and fluffy. And these cups have rainwater in them. And I need a stick to remember because I will forget that those are cucumbers. See, that's how I got messed up in the beginning because I wasn't labeling them. I was labeling them, then the labels came out. So I do have a pen here, and let me find the labels. Let's see if I have them. To buy some. Uh, okay. See how big they are? That's the problem. The problem is I bought these big things for outdoors. That's a national pickling cucumber. Okay. And see how and I stick it in there, and I have to remember that to be for both of those. Now, okay, so what I'm gonna do to make sure that I don't forget that that's for both of those, I'm gonna plant nothing next to those two. I'm gonna go to the ones one away. Okay, like this. And we're gonna check back in like a week. And we'll see where they are. Now I could have done it in a napkin. It would have been quicker too. A napkin, and I have to cover this up. That's why it sticks. That's why I lost the labels, because when I had them outdoors and I had that plastic over them, if I don't put the plastic over them, the birds will come and eat the seeds. And you'd be wondering, how do the birds know the seeds there? I don't know. Apparently they have some extra senses where they can see those seeds and they will come and eat it. Frogs have come and eaten them. And I'm wondering why they're not popping up. It's because the seed's not even there, because something ate them. Okay. Normally I would bring this indoors too and put it indoors. But I'm not. Okay. Because I don't feel like it. Anyway, we're gonna move this over here. There. As soon as they pop up, I'll put them in the ground. Okay. Anyway, y'all see how I do this, so y'all don't have to watch me do just this. I'm about to sign off so I can get to work, and I guess I'll do this at least in a week. Okay, I'll give it a week to see what this look like. And then I'll figure out where I'm gonna grow them. I don't know what the sunlight is back here by then, because I do want these cucumbers, okay? I don't care about anything else. I'm not even gonna joke. I don't care about no tomatoes. I don't care about no potatoes. I truly love cucumbers. So, cucumbers and bell peppers. Cucumbers and bell peppers. So those are the things I really want. Anything else, and my okra, okay? Okra, I don't even have to care about that. It'll grow. Believe it or not, okra will grow during a drought, okay? So you don't have to care for okra much. So I want my cucumbers. I don't really care about the watermelon. I grew a watermelon um, once. I told y'all what happened. A deer or something big, either a fox or a deer. We have foxes, deers. We have all kinds of animals running in these woods behind my house. It ate my watermelon. Came, you could see the teeth mark and everything, just chowed right through it. I kept looking at it. I kept saying, I'm gonna give it a few more days. I'm gonna give it a few more days. I'm gonna give it a few more days. I guess it was right because the animals came and told me that it was ready. It bit right through it. Okay, so I didn't even get to taste it. What time is it? Okay, so I'm gonna finish doing this. I'm gonna do basil, but I'm gonna do it hydroponically. That means in water because I want to grow that indoors. And I'm gonna do peppermint. I think I'm gonna do peppermint hydroponically. Also, I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not sure about that one yet. Peppermint will be grown indoors though, and so I think I might do it hydroponically if it's gonna be indoors. This stuff is next month, so I don't have any more pepper seeds, which I wish I did, but I don't. And things like that be next month. I think I have enough tomatoes, right? Because y'all saw the other tomatoes that are small. So I think that's it. The rest of it's gonna be grown next month. So I'm gonna do these. I have a couple of more cucumber in there. I'm gonna do peppermint and basil. I think there's something I said okra, but I have enough okra plants, to be honest, okay? The okra kind of put out a lot of okra. You can grab them when they're young and tender. But here's the okra seeds. See, and it came with a lot. It came a lot. And I have a different kind. I have this a Clemson spineless. I have a Louisiana green something something and another Louisiana type. But I'm gonna just pop them in. The seeds not gonna be good after this year anyway. And I will give these plants away to some. My mother-in-law might want them if I have too many. Okay. You know what? I wanted to do corn. I saw some people growing corn, and this is a perfect time to grow corn. Years back, and I didn't take care of it at all. I'm gonna be honest. When I don't really care about something, I just babied the ones that I cared about. This year I'm trying to do it a little different. Kind of cover that up a little bit with that. That's the potty mix that I put there, and then I'm gonna put some water. Did I just did one. Yeah, I just did one more. Okay. See how I got confused real quick? The bottom of these things have water also, so I don't need a whole lot of water. So what that was here, huh? That's okra. Oh God, let me put okra on this thing. That's not powder, and I don't want to be consistent. Let me see. Just don't know what things are, y'all. It's my fault. Okay. All right. I didn't even put the type of okra. Does it matter? It does not matter. All them okras going in the same bunch of okras. I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay. You don't know what kind of okra you're getting when you buy them in them bags. Okay. You just know it's okra. But I do have Louisiana green velvet, crimson spineless, and I have another one. I don't know if I still have the pack. I said I was gonna do the lima beans. Now let me tell you about the beans. I have so many different type of beans going. I don't know what is what, and I'm confused. I think I'm gonna have a problem when it comes to that until I open the pods up. I should be able to visually see the difference between a kidney bean and a great northern bean. A string bean's gonna be skinny. You don't open those pods up. So I think I'm gonna be able to tell. Okay. Because I am growing pinto beans, kidney beans, and I'm gonna be growing these peas, these black eyed peas. This one is called a pink eye, purple hull, and this is a black eye, California black eye. Okay. But I won't be doing those until next month. Let me see. Well, let me check on that. 80 days. Wow. Let me see what they don't like. They like the soil to be hot or warm. Mm. 80 days, and I have 90. I wrote a little over 90 days. I think I am going to grow some of these. I'm going to put them in. I was going to wait till next year. Okay, I'm going, y'all. I'll see y'all later. I'm out. These mosquitoes. Hey, I'm pretty damn gangster. How you doing? Fish guts are good too. Yeah, fish guts are good for as a fertilizer. Almost everything, like eggs, eggshells, fish. There's many things that you can fertilize with instead of buying fertilizer. The reason I bought fertilizer is for my hydroponic stuff. That's the only reason. But I do have a bucket full of rainwater and soaking. I soak my potatoes. I have some. Let me show you. Different things. Watermelon rinds, potato peels. This is potato peels. No, this is not. This is watermelon rinds. And put them in a Ziploc bag and let them do their thing. And then dunk it in some water. And then take that water and fertilize the plants with it. So I make my own fertilizer, but when you're growing hydroponically, you don't want your water to be all murky and stinky. So that's why I bought that stuff, because that's all they had at Lowe's or Home Depot, whichever one hubby brings me to. And it was the middle of the winter months. I was preparing. I didn't want to buy it online. I don't know why. I have this thing about touching what I purchase. You know what I mean? Like I need to touch it. I need to read it. And then and as you can see, I don't fully read, or even if I did read it, I didn't understand it at the time, or I forgot about it, because it was in December when I was preparing. This is my first year growing anything hydroponically. And the plants were doing well. The roots are very well. What I noticed though, because they were still in my house. They're not getting sunlight. So they were kind of small, so I put them out. Some of them, I put them out and then I bring them back in. So I'm noticing that certain things I cannot grow hydroponically in my house unless I put it under grow light. My grow light is only so big, and so that's my issue. Like if I'm going to do hydroponically, I'm going to have to put more money into it for a stronger grow light. And it has to be one that's taller. So I have a smaller one, and it does well with the seedlings. And when they small, because I don't know why I bought that. Because I actually had a grow light, but it wasn't called a grow light, right? I bought a grow light lamp. No. I bought a regular lamp, a shop lamp, and I bought these uh, bulbs, and that did so much better that year. This year I did everything the opposite of what I did that year. Everything was better that year than this year. So I wasted money thinking, oh, let me buy something called the grow light. You know, maybe that'll be better, but it's not. So I was just testing new things, and it seems like I did better when I was doing it my way instead of listening to other people tell me to go get a grow light. And buy this, and buy that. And I'm like, okay, let me buy it. I bought a heating pad. The heating pad was so, y'all, you could barely feel heat on it. It was just that. I was like, oh my God, like, what is this? I put it back in the box, but I never sent it back, so I still have it. See, these things get lost. I don't know, I'm gonna just put that there. Anyway, I'll see y'all later. Hey, Silent. Silent say, I hope you go live when you go live. I'm gonna go live today, later today, but I was waiting for you to send me an email so you could tell me what you want to talk about, because I did get your message. I need to know what it is so I can put it in the title. Okay? Because I assume you had something good for us to talk about. So I'm going to go in. I have to take a shower, wash all this insect repellent off me, and fix Leaky some breakfast because he's going to be waking up soon. I'm going to do some schoolwork with him, right? Because he's not allowed to get on the iPad until he do some work. I bought him some workbooks. And then after that, this evening, I have no problem going live. Okay? I don't lie, this gardening stuff been wearing me out. I come out here around 6 o'clock in the morning, and I wasn't going back in until like 12. So I'd be out here for a while, right? Because I was digging up dirt and everything. My back started killing me, which it hurts already before I come out here. It's killing me by the time I go in. Then I take a muscle relaxant, and then it knocks me out. Okay? Muscle relaxant knocks me out. Every time I go live, though, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. When I'm not live, I do everything that needs to be done. When I'm live, I'm talking. I talk too much. And I don't shut up there. I talk too much. And so I'm doing a lot of talking, but I'm not really doing anything. You see? So I noticed that I can't work and talk at the same time. It's almost like I can't walk and chew gum, but I can't walk. I can't do it. You know what I mean? Anyway, but I'll go live later, and I'll see y'all later, okay? See y'all later. Send me email, Silent, you know the email, or call me. The number is on the channel. Go to the channel, about, phone number should be right there. I probably not gonna answer, that's okay. Just leave me a message, and give me the title there, okay? And that's the best way to catch me.